Okay, so your resume got selected by the hiring manager and you get a call saying, hey, we took a look at your resume and we want to set you up for an interview. Great! Now what? I'm Steven from Tostemac, and for the second week of Autism Career Month, we're going to go over how to do well in an interview so you can get that job. But before we get started, for those that are new to the channel, we at Tostemac upload new videos on Fridays and Saturdays. So if you enjoy what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date in our latest videos. When it comes to setting up a time and date for your interview, make sure you have nothing else going on that day. That way you can focus on getting the best results from the interview as possible. Furthermore, when it comes to the day of the interview, try to show up 15 minutes early. Why is that, you may ask? It's something I got from a former boss of mine that kind of stuck to my head to this day. When he said something along the lines of, if you're 15 minutes early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, it's unacceptable. By planning to arrive at the interview site 15 minutes early, not only do you account for possible traffic, but you make a good first impression with the hiring manager to let them know that you really want this job. In regards of what you wear for the interview, unless they say otherwise, you're expected to wear formal attire. That means a dress suit, dress pants, dress shoes, dress belt, and even a dress shirt and tie. But for the love of all things good, please do not wear a white shirt and a black tie. That's the color scheme of surrender. To help stand out from the rest of the competition, why not set up a color scheme for your shirt and tie? Maybe something along the lines of a light blue shirt complemented by a dark blue tie. Something that'll catch the interviewer's attention, but at the same time not distract them during the interview. So now you arrive at the interview place. You had to fill out a piece of paper or two, gotta wait your turn, and then the interviewer calls you up for your turn. So what now? Remember, you never get a second chance at a first impression. So if you go on in there with something along the lines of, "What's that?" No. Instead, try something like this. Why, hello, sir or madam. Thanks for making time to meet with me today. So now that we're officially at the interview part of this video, let's talk about something that you may or may not have thought about much before. Body posture, because body language speaks volumes and can make or break an interview session. Ideally, you want to sit up straight looking professional and attentive. Be sure to relax your body, that way the hiring manager will know that you're easy to talk to. Be sure to keep both hands to the sides rather than together or crossed, otherwise it would give a bad body language sign. And most importantly, maintain eye contact with the interviewer, that way they know they have your attention. If you have trouble making eye contact, don't worry, just focus on different parts of the face, like maybe the forehead, the cheeks, the nose, or maybe the eyebrows. Do whatever it takes to make sure the interviewer knows that you're paying attention, rather than letting your eyes wander around everywhere and keeping them guessing as to whether or not you're actually listening. So, now that we've gone over how to prepare for an interview, as well as how to act during an interview, the final step is—
Wait just a moment. What about the interview questions? Shouldn't we talk about them too?
While it's important to think about the interview questions, unfortunately we wouldn't have enough time in this video. With the plethora of questions that could be asked and all the best answers you can give, it would take an entirely separate video to list them all. But don't worry, I won't leave you hanging. I was able to find a web page where it lists some of the most common interview questions and how to answer them best. So if you're interested, click on the link in the description down below. Or if you're still struggling with particular questions, leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. With all that said and done, the last part is what comes after the interview. The hiring manager may choose to hire you then and there, or maybe schedule you for a second round interview, or maybe let you know at a later time. Whatever the case may be, breathe, relax, and listen. Because you should be getting that call within a week or so. If you don't hear from them in a week, it's okay to call them to let them know, hey, I had an interview around a week ago. Is the job still open? At that point, they may decide to move forward with you or someone else. But you'll never know until you make that call. Oh, right, one more thing before we close the video. In regards of whether or not to disclose your disability to the interviewer, I think I'll leave that up to you, whatever's most comfortable for you. If you feel like it's important to let them know during the interview, go ahead. Or if you want to wait until after you get the job, that's okay too. Well, there you have it. All the hints and tips on how to do well in an interview. Just follow the hints and guides I gave here and you'll get that job in no time. But what do you guys think? Do you agree or disagree with some of the stuff I said? Are there any particular interview questions that you're struggling with? Let us know in the comments down below. Let's start a conversation here. And on that note, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to subscribe to Tostemac to stay up to date in our latest videos. Also, next week, we'll be going over how to do well in your job once you get the job. But until then, until the next video, see you later.